Okay, Math-7 Proportionality Package, page 33 to 34. Engage New York, Lesson 8, 7th grade, Module 1. Okay, y equals kx. Okay, so I have included the lesson summary here, which has some really good notes, so let's look at it together. If a proportional relationship is described by the set of ordered pairs that satisfies the equation y equals kx, where k is a positive constant, then k is called the constant of proportionality. The constant of proportionality expresses the multiplicative relationship between each x value and its corresponding y value. Okay, maybe you're thinking that it doesn't really sound like English, but let's just look at a certain part, like y equals kx. So this is the equation form that you're going to use for this page. And k here k is your constant of proportionality. Okay, so look at number 1. Write an equation that will model the proportional relationship given in each real-world situation. Number 1. There are 3 cans that store 9 tennis balls. Consider the number of balls per can. A. Find the constant of proportionality for this situation. B. Write an equation to represent the relationship. Okay, so 3 cans equals 9 balls. You can do that in your head. That means it's 3 balls in 1 can. I think that's how they sell tennis balls. Okay, so the constant of proportionality is just 3 balls. Because 1 can is 3 balls, 2 cans will give you 6 balls, and then 3 cans will give you 9 balls. So 3 is your constant of proportionality. So k here equals 3. And now, as for the equation, which is part B, I kept saying earlier that this equation will take this form, y equals kx. So y equals kx. That means for your equation here, k is 3. So your equation will look like this, y equals 3x. You don't need to know what x and y are, but 3 is the constant. So if you break down this equation, y actually stands for the number of balls, and then 3 is 3 balls in 1 can, and then for x is the number of cans. Okay, I realize that this is probably the first time you've seen an equation like this, and we are going to do this quite a bit. But like I said, when you break this down, y stands for the number of balls, and 3 is how many balls per can, and then x stands for the number of cans. So this equation shows you how to find, you could use it to find how many balls there are given the number of cans, or if you know the number of cans, then you can use it to find the number of balls. Okay? So we're going to practice a lot. Right now you probably is feeling pretty overwhelmed, but it's okay. Just remember, we are going to use y equals kx a lot in this section. So let's look at one more problem. Okay, number 2. In 25 minutes, Lee can run 10 laps around the track. Consider the number of laps she can run per minute. A. Find the constant of proportionality in this situation. B. Write an equation to represent the relationship. Okay, so 25 minutes for 10 laps, and the question already gave you a hint. Consider the number of laps she could run per minute. So by finding this unit right here, by now you should know that it's actually your constant of proportionality. So constant of proportionality is the unit rate, which is usually represented by the letter K. Okay, so A, find the constant of proportionality, so find the unit rate. So consider the number of laps you can run per minute. So to find the unit rate, you're going to do laps divided by minutes. Okay, so Lee can run 10 laps in 25 minutes. So 10 laps over 25 minutes. Okay, so let's simplify this. I will simplify it by 5, so 10 turns into 2 because 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 5 gives you 5, so I have 2/5. So it is 2 laps in 5 minutes. And the unit rate is 2/5 of a lap, so 2/5 laps in every minute. Okay, so now you have the unit rate, and remember, unit rate is the same as the constant of proportionality, which is K. So your K here is 2/5. Okay, and then for part B, this is the easy one. Part B is to write an equation. So you remember the form of a proportional relationship. The equation form is this. It's y equals kx. So in this case, for your answer, it is y equals 2/5 x. And to bring this back in context, y stands for the number of laps, so laps, and then x is the number of minutes, and then 2/5 is, well, how many laps you can run in 1 minute. Okay, so I want to check my answer here. So I'm just going to plug in the original numbers to check whether my equation is really y equals 2/5 x. So when you look back, 25 minutes, Lee can run 10 laps. So if laps is y, that means your equation is 10 equals 2/5 times, now x is the number of minutes, which is 25. 25, I'll change it into 25 over 1, and I'll cross cancel. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, 25 divided by 5 is 5, and then I have 2 times 5, and 10 equals 10, and that checks out. So my equation is correct. Okay, so for number 4, it costs $5 to send 6 packages through a certain shipping company. Consider the number of packages per dollar. A, find a constant proportionality for the situation. B, write an equation to represent the relationship. Okay, I'm not going to finish this problem, but I will help you start. So it's $5 for 6 packages, and the question already hinted that you should consider the number of packages per dollar. So that means when you find a unit rate, it should look like this. Packages divided by money, dollars. So in this case, it costs $5 to send 6 packages. So it is 6 packages over $5. Well, dollar sign over here. And so the unit rate is 6/5 packages per dollar. Okay, so pretty much I gave you the constant proportionality there, and you just finish the rest, please. Number 5. On average, Susan downloads 60 songs per month. An online music vendor sells package prices for songs that can be downloaded onto personal digital devices. The graph below shows the package prices for most popular promotions. Susan wants to know if she should buy her music from this company or pay a flat fee of $58 for the month offered by another company. Which is the better buy? Okay, so you know the information here. So Susan downloads 60 songs a month. So she's wondering whether she should just stay with this company or join another one that she would just have to pay $58 and she can just download however many songs she wants. So okay, let's look at this graph. This is the current company that she is using. Okay, so when you look at this graph here, 40, 36, what it means is if she buys 40 songs, it will cost her $36. And then 2018, that means if she buys 20 songs, it costs $18. 12 songs is $10.80. And then 5 songs is $4.50. So let's look at these numbers. Okay, so I've written down the information over here. So you can use this information to find out how much per song. Or have you figured out yet? Or let's just look at it. Look at this one especially. Because when you look at the graph here is showing you a proportional relationship. So you can just use any point there to figure out the unit rate. So if you're looking at 20 songs for $18, then it means 10 songs for $9. If 10 songs is $9, then one song is going to cost 90 cents. Okay, so this is the unit rate here. And from there, you figure out how much is going to cost for 60 songs. So your K here is 90 cents. So use that to find 60 songs. So 60 songs would cost 90 cents times 60. Okay, and you figure out whether it is less than or more than the $58 here from the other company. And then you tell me whether, like, which company is giving Susan a better buy. Okay?